Coronato again. That was a hell of a goal.
He's very good.
Off the skate, quick and bang. And I was thinking about
it.
that's right. And I was thinking about this
Into your own net.
because was it not Coronato who scored the insurance goal against the Ducks
That didn't insure anything.
that insured shit?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the insurance, they backed out.
You got to call Peter Klein if your insurance company screwing you like that.
So in front skate, zing. Now he's got some space. They've allowed him to have some net front there.
24, boys.
But that is,
He found the space, Dean. He
He
went
did.
and found it. Kids, don't stand around there
Look at him pounce.
pretending you're
Boom.
open.
that's happening in a hurry.
Honestly, you can't give this guy too much money and too much term this summer. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
He needs a deal this summer. Not offer sheet eligible because he burnt year one when he played game 82 a couple of years ago.
Do you mean it as a like? There's not the sky's the limit.
I just think for a first full season, he's rolling right now, and it's like I don't have any difficulty imagining him scoring 30 all the time. And I don't even think looking bigger than that and higher than that, that if you don't get him a better line mate down the road, that he can't be a better scorer than like he's a 40-goal guy in this league. Sure, I believe that's reasonable. It's his first year.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
Yeah.
The only reason I
Don't
tapped the brakes
do
is because we probably said the same about Sharon Govich, and then
I
I don't know, but this guy's this
Sam
guy's
Govich.
calling card has been scoring goals.
this whole way through. And here's the difference is we had the same conversation with Connor Zary at the beginning of the year. If I have to pick a guy to pay right now, I've slid my chips over to Coronato. And the good news is you can probably pay both. And it's not the I like this guy, so I hate that guy. I think they're both great players. But I would slide them up the list of priorities. Lock Wolf up for as long as you can, and then it's pay Coronato.
And part of that might be because we haven't seen Zary.
And because,
Absence makes
to be
the,
fair, it's the absence isn't an accident.
Yeah.
He's been absent a lot the last 4 years. He's more injury prone.
Quit
Fact.
being a hurt bag.
And one of the stories has been
Still pay you.
it's a little thin, but there's consistency.
Yes.
The has not gone more than 6 games
yeah.
without. He's kind of been consistent, and now here they may not make the playoffs, but for this kid and for this team, this is the most pressure-packed time of the season.
Been great.
And he's been at his best. This is 4 goals in his last 5. You mentioned he's up to 24. I hadn't really thought about it a lot when you say no amount of money.
Yeah, and look, I'm not saying he's a $10 million
tongue in
guy,
cheek, but
if you go look at like the Dylan Gunther extension or some of these other young guys getting paid at entry level, I don't think it's unreasonable to say, hey, here's $56 million, 8 times 7, like rock on.
whoa. Have you thought about it? That I have because I
Why
have.
would you?
This is fresh for me. I
I've
need to
not
think of
thought about
comps.
it. I don't think about that stuff.
I
I
know.
just like ripping on people.
And I mean, look, you could bridge him and get him cheaper, but he's probably just going to score 40 and make you pay him 9.
That's the other thing.
Right?
What does the player
Pay is-
want? What does the agent want?
They want max money. Here's the thing:
Yeah.
if and everyone's like, "Oh, he's an American."
How old is
this
he?
and that. He'd be 20.
Doesn't matter if he's American.
It doesn't at all. You can ask for a trade if you want to ask for a trade. That's fine. He was drafted first round, 2 years of college.
I know,
so
but I'm just saying, if you sign an
22?
8-year deal,
21,
so
22, yeah, you're eating up his whole
still
prime.
getting another one.
Yeah, you get him right to 30, 31. You eat his whole prime.
How do you turn down
That much money.
56?
And that's the game you're going to play with Wolf too.
22. It'll be
well,
23 in
let's
November.
figure it out. Jack, get the calculator out, bud.
And so you're not a cup contender right now, and you have tons of cap space. The reason you would go long is because theoretically in 4 or 5 years,
Well,
you're
if
going
he's
to
a
be closer
40
to
goal
the cap.
scorer, he's worth way more than
Totally.
you're talking about Pasternak when he was at $6 million.
Totally. What you're trying to do is pay a little more now to get a hell of a deal for the wow,
Yeah.
Like that,
for the rest of the deal.
right out of here.
Now the agents aren't morons, but it is also a lot of money to say no to.
What do you mean agents aren't morons?
I mean, the conversation we're having, they've been thinking about too, thinking, I'll ask for even more.
You can't prove that.
But look, no matter whether this team's going to go further into a rebuild or get really aggressive in free agency, try to win next year, either way, Wolf and Coronato are centerpieces. It doesn't have anything to do with going up or down. It's just like, these are good young players. Lock them up. And I'd include Zary. It's just a trickier conversation with Zary.
All right, Dean, you're Craig.
Gregory.
So I need to put on my.
Yeah.
Do you have it
Okay.
right behind you there?
Behind you there. Up top.
The big C for Conroy.
Yeah, Craig.
It's going to fit your head nicely, I think.
All right, you got
There's
it
your
on.
Conroy hat
All
on,
right,
yeah.
Here's Mr. Coronato's agent.
Hey guys. Hey fellas, have a seat.
Hey, Craig. How
Can I
are
get you a bottle of water?
No, thank
Thanks
you.
for coming in.
Want a Snapple?
How about my kid, Matt? He's a good player. You're going to have to pay him, Craig.
What are you starting at? You can do like Daryl did and just write it on the whiteboard. That's how I got.
Well, we're
piss.
both, we were both kind of New York guys, so I'm prepared to go a little higher.
To be fair,
What do you got? Like, what are you guys thinking?
We think that Matthew's going to be an elite finisher in this league for
Oh,
the
I
next
hope so.
decade, and I think
This is not
he's
nice.
going to get paid to
Craig
be a scorer.
Well,
They're interesting conversations.
you
because
mentioned Gunther. I mean, he's the same age. That's the same draft.
Gunther's
You've obviously
a little
looked
more scoring pedigree. So,
Yeah.
but the cap's also
What?
gone up since
7.1 times 8.
7 times 8.
did he do
56.
that before we knew the cap was going up? These
Probably.
sneaky agents.
When did he sign that? This summer?
He signed that.
Should be a date on there. He signed.
I would give Zeri and Coronato
2024
long-term
September
deals.
20.
So he signed that a year and a half ago. So the cap was not skyrocketing then. There might be a little cap inflation.
7.5.
Nope, last September.
Yeah.
Not year and a
2024.
Oh,
half.
sorry. Yeah. Okay.
2024.
Half year. Yeah. So you would have been speculating on big numbers, but not confirmed yet. I think Gary and the PA confirmed the cap growth.
7.250, Craig. Can we do it, bud? 7.5. That's what I want. Damn it. I'm not going to take a penny less. You know why, Dean?
Why is that?
I'm American.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh, there.
say, can you see
So can you see a lot of money?
by the dawn's early light?
Do you like it when you sing? Done? Or
What's a price? Go ahead, Dean.
well, because
You're looking at something there, bud.
And they're not obviously perfect comps, but they're not bad ones. Similar age, both
similar
finishers.
age.
Cap's gone up since he signed
I
his
just thought
deal.
Gunther's played
That's a
more
great
hockey.
picture.
Kind of looks like Rory.
What's Gunther's scoring totals? Because he's probably got a little more, but not. a
What
ton
are
more.
we talking about? We've got
I know,
frickin'
we're
playoff
Rabbit
hockey.
hole.
No, but it's a good
Rabbit
one,
hole.
and it's a fun one because
He played 33 games his first year at 6 goals. This is Dylan Gunther.
Yeah.
Last year, his first full year, 45 games only, had 18 goals. So, I mean, it's a lot. And then this year's 27. So it's slightly higher, but
Not
it's
bad.
very
Good
much
comp.
very much a comp.
Also
comp, man.
relevant in May when we're bored still.
I know.
Here's the thing. We're trending towards peak pain. We're going to think about something fun here. That's what that was. Now back to peak pain. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.